Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing an Orzhov LIFEGAIN deck. So we're focusing on the pure specific thing of gaining life while making dark pacts with the devil to finish our enemies and to suck life out of them and to cause huge amounts of terror while giving ourselves life instead. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, recently voted Best Little YouTube Star of 2024 by Dr. Suckett's Mom Magazine, Dr. Yukon Suckett. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Suckett. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the AetherHub. I pulled up off of the latest MTGA standard list, found one that had a fairly decent win rate, I think 74%. And I've entitled it Orzhov LIFEGAIN. It's been a while since I played an Orzhov LIFEGAIN deck. This one looks pretty good. Pretty darn good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in the deck really quick. We're going to talk a little bit about how this deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got? We got when a creature comes into the battlefield, you gain life. This guy says when a creature comes into the battlefield, you gain life. Like your creatures, right? So we got double life gain from these two cards, right? This one, vampires life away from a creature or a planeswalker, and then you gain that as life. This guy gets bigger every time you gain life and becomes a flying, vigilant, indestructible Superman as he gets enough counters on him, right? This is a lifelinky bat with flying that allows you to force that you can exile a card out of their hand. Amelia Davila gets bigger every time you gain life. And then destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. So when it gets up to, I see it doesn't get bigger every time it gains life, but you explore, and that explorer probably gets you like a Popo counter. So an idea that just gets you some good land, one of those two things, right? Death Touch and land, you gain life, as well as your opponent loses life whenever you lose a creature. This guy says that creatures you control with power 2 or less cannot be blocked by creatures with power of 3 or greater. So suck it, everybody else's creatures. If an ability a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time, which means you're going to gain life like crazy if you got this guy out. Extraction Specialist will bring a dude back from the graveyard. Gumdrop Poisoner does what? -X, which is the amount of life you gain this turn. So you want a player after you attack generally to kill something. It'd be weird to be able to actually do it early, but you could, because these guys are all going to go nuts whenever you get a creature into play. Preacher comes out, Death Touch, and then potentially puts out a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink. And sometimes you draw a card. Sheoldred, every time you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Every time an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Over here, we've got the ability to do any 2 of the following. 2 Popo counters and lifelink. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less, which would be a lot of your guys. I'd stay away from that one. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, and each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power amongst creatures they control. Over here, we could do -3, and gain 2 life, as well as when you get up to 7 mana, put it out, and we can pull a creature back from any graveyard under our control once per turn. What do we got? We got the ability to destroy to do 4 damage to target attacking and blocking creature. This can pull back creatures from the graveyard to our hand. And we got some Surveil and Manlands that does a little vampiring. So you can see we are gaining life like crazy through this deck. And life is your time in the game, which means that no matter what happens, you're going to stay in longer and you have more time to put your dudes into play. This is usually an unbeatable kind of thing that does a fantastic job and completely screws over like fast aggro decks such as Mono Red Aggro. Alright, so there you go. Orzhov Life Gain. Let's get out there and see what we can do. But before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. Alright, we're playing against eshmtg. Apparently that's the thing. Magic the Gathering. 3 mana. Ooh, hasty red. Alright, let's just hope our life gain will do better than that. Alright, let's go pin something down. Well, it's just going to get shot out of there, which is good. At least I won't get shot with 3 to the face. Gotta make him earn it. No blocks. That cost me 3. All right, let's go for it. Oh, you can't block with it anyway. There we go. All right, let's yeah, let's get this guy out. He's just going to keep up his power. He can start shooting my guys. I'm not sure he wants to. There you go. All right, that's 6. Oh, let's see. I can get out Lunarch Veteran. Oh, no. Well, let's just do this. Wait, we can't bring back that other guy with Lunarch Veteran? Is he too powerful? 2 or less. All right, all right. All right, all you'll be able to do is put out a couple little zingers there. All right, I'll gain 3 life from the deal. That's good. Oh, ho, ho. I can't do them both, can I? All right, fine. Shoulder the apocalypse. All right, we're up to 11. This is where life gains are going to really start to pull ahead. All right, so if he's got a lightning strike, he can take out poor Sheoldred. I should just, like, let it go. Because I don't want to lose Sheoldred to this mess. All right, lightning strike. Let's the other one back. All right, so this one I can block. You can't cast it. All right, we're taking that, but we get life for the back. Back up to 9. I could play the other one if I put this one on now. Let's just do it. No attacks. All right, so we can shoot. We got to be wary about that. Don't want Sheoldred to die. What do we got going on here? We get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus we got our man land over there. You can bring us down by 4, no problem. Okay, one's gone. You can still shoot another. That's who's shooting. All right, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about anything else. 3 to block there, Sheoldred. All right, so if we come at him, brah, you got 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, there we go. You take at least 6 out of this deal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, cool. All right, we got 1 blocker. He's down to 2 life. We got 9. We could block flyers. We could block the dude on the ground. He doesn't shoot it. Still, he doesn't have... He just got to shoot me in the face. Because he only has, what is it? 7. 7 showing. All right, we're down to 5. And here we go. I can kill him just by attacking with this guy. And we win. And we win. In your face, Mono Red. In your face. All right, playing against Rauche. I'm fairly certain that's how you pronounce it. Rauche. Keep. All right, I'm hoping that we can get ourselves a white man on the next turn that's fast. This guy's going to play War Leader's Call at some point. Okay, it's turn 3. Time for the War Leader's Call. Oh, good, he didn't have it. All right, there's Ward, baby. You can pay 3 life for that. You got it coming back to you, so guess you don't care. Alright, come on. I mean, we're getting swarmed here. This is a big problem. Alright, more life gain. More big buff on the Voice of the Blessed. Alright, we're down to 9. More life, more pump. Sure, okay. Lock in 1 more point of damage isn't going to do me that much good. Need to start punching people in the face. Wretched Sorrow next turn, maybe? Even then, what's that really going to do for us? And we win! We stinking win! Victory! Alright, playing against Congo. Three mana, only a single white, but we do have a lot of black here. Alright, a little bit of life gain. If I see him, I'd shoot him. This guy's a cockroach. Alright, number 2 gets into an Elas. Going for it again. Alright, number 3. Back up to 17. Alright, that's more than enough to do what we need to do. Yeah, Bat's great. 1, 2. Submit 0. Eat his milkshake. Back up to 16. Another one. Alright, well, we got 5 next turn. What's he got in there? 4? He's just flailing around petulantly. 1 and 2. Alright, we got to recover here. We got a lot of mana, though. You can only play one of his squeeze. I'm sure we'll come out right there. He's at 20, we're at 6, 7, 2 more. Because he's just going to put out his girl and then use that extra mana to shoot. Probably the bat would be my guess. Voice of the Blessed is getting really dangerous for him, though. If I said I'd charge in and... well, he doesn't have anything else to cast other than what he's got. Alright, I'm just going to dodge is what I'm going to do now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just give this. Okay, I'm down to 4. Welcome back, 2 or less. Life gain, super pump. All in, baby. 14. All right, we got to do that, but we got a lot of life gain out of the deal there. He's rolling. I might be dead. Come on, life gain. There we go. All right, 3-3 back in. That's not really going to gain us anything right now. I guess it will. Be great. Back up to 4. This guy gets pumped. He's nice and strong. All right, if I go in, I'll gain a little bit more. Let's just do that. Not you. You're gonna die for the good of mankind. All right, really, it's all up to what he got that turn. It's fine. And there we go. Winner, winner. Mono red sucks for dinner. Victory! Alright, let's see who we're playing against. Mr. Odeon. Or is it M. Rodian? 2 mana. Guys, we can play for 1 to keep. Alright, good. We can put something out for this turn 2, or we can just put this out and then get out the other veteran. That's probably the best idea. Surveil. Sure, man, it sounds great right now. Life. Oh, you tricksy jerk. All right, 1 down. Let's just start the clock there. This guy's got 3 colors. He's playing Naya. Adelin's not great. I'm not going to block it. Woo! I don't know. Let's kill this one. How's that sound? All right, no attacks. Good for you, man. All right, we're just going to block that up. We'll take out Squee, and since we're losing that guy anyway, let's just take out the other goblin. That sounds like fun. And we're down to 3. Yikes. And we're up to 5. Excellent. All right, let's mana this up. Let's put out a nice bat. Bat number 2. There's a guy in the graveyard. Just barely 4. No attacks. We're going to survive this. We just got to wear him. He's at 21. We're not going to survive this. I mean, we're going to have to give up everything with the Deep-Cavern Bats just to survive this turn. All right, so we're at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All we can do with this is shoot this, get a couple life, put a guy out. And that's... Do we put another one out? All right, no guy out. No attacks. Yeah, going against the Swarm has been rough. He can pull a Squee out if he wants to. There he goes. That's not going to do me any damn good, is it? All right, so if we want to take this at all, I'm just thinking we got to pump there, pump there. There's some life back. Now the question is this going to get us anywhere? No attacks. Because he keeps gaining life. I mean, he's been chewed through, yet it's working great for him. He can play Squee again somehow. Does that killed a bunch of dudes? Anything in the graveyard worth bringing back? So I'll get 2 back on the next turn. Let's just kill off Adeline. That's fine. There we go. Sheoldred's definitely the best card of them all. Yeah, getting a land right then was not our best hope. He's back up to 20 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take at least 6 damage. All I have to do is attack with Squee, and I'm dead. Just pull it, dude. I'm tired of waiting. You got this game. And that's 7. Just barely. I almost had him. Defeat. Alright, we're playing against Son of a Monte Cristo. 1, 2, 3. Keep. Alright, we're doing the 1-2. Voice of the Blessed. He's got blackout. That's not great. Let's shut up the dragon. Life gain. Super pump. No attacks. All right, black, let's get this guy out. -3, that won't provide you with anything. No rats. Take it. Let's see. When it is in the battlefield, there's an amount of damage. If I gain this turn. Okay. I need 3 for that. I only got 4 to put stuff out. Look at his hand. Lord Skitter. Let's go ahead and pump it on up. There we go. Gumdrop. Alright, we got Vigilance. What does he have up here anyway? Just a bunch of guys. And we win! Suck it, sucker fish! Suck it! Alright, here we are with Orzhov LIFEGAIN. Yeah, Orzhov LIFEGAIN used to be a fantastic deck a while back ago. I'm glad to see it come back. It was good. Unfortunately, you know who made it really good? It was Voice of the Blessed and Lunarch Veteran. So yeah, these two guys are back holding down their old stomps. This guy was such a jerk in the past. People are starting to see how fantastic he is, especially with all the life gain that we're able to get out of the new set, Karlov, Manor, or whatever. This case of the Uneaten Feast, this guy is, you know, he's basically just like the Lunarch Veteran. Every time a creature in the battlefield under control, you gain a life. Between these two, it's just insane, making this guy bloom up twice as fast as before. Put that on Amalia Bedelia as well. Oh my god, they are nasty. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great life gain, takes you so far in this game. Big time. As long as you can keep your life up, you can do whatever you want. You can just do stupid little stuff. It almost doesn't matter. And this deck is one of those that just keeps the life gain coming. And then eventually you get to other things that are bigger and more awesome. Gix's Command and Sheoldred doing what you need to do. So, yeah, this was a great deck, ultimately. All right, so let's see. What was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? And, the one I think that was that changed everything, it's Voice of the Blessed. That was the thing. This guy grows out of control so quickly. He has flying, vigilance. We never got up to indestructible. Usually the game is over well before we got up to 10 counters on him, but I could see him easily getting to indestructible. It would not be difficult. So, yeah, Voice of the Blessed, his value is just insane. There's a lot of great cards in here. Sheoldred obviously is a MVP deck card regardless, but I gotta say for this deck, it was probably Voice of the Blessed. That's where all of the things went to. All right, so there you go. Voice of the Blessed, you are the most valuable player. Well, you're going to Disneyland. All right, was this deck competitive? We ended up getting I just had it open, a 1% win rate. So, yeah, this was a very competitive deck. Very competitive. I mean, it's still lost occasionally. Like I tell you, one of the great things about it, it takes out aggro. It's because we have life gain, and aggro really can't handle, life gain. They try so hard at the beginning to just take you down before you get a chance to win. And this deck just says, oh, that's too bad. By the way, I'm just going to jump from 5 to 15. And now you can't win the game anymore. And they've already exhausted everything and the game's over. So this does such an incredible job of taking out aggro. Swarm, not so much. I think that's the one that took us out today. It was a good old-fashioned Swarm deck that they just kept it up and they just ground us down. So good for that. But yeah, this is a very competitive deck. I would definitely say you can play this on the ranking ladder if you want to. It's not a tier 1 deck, but it's definitely up there. It does a really good job. If this, it's not necessarily which is the best deck, it's what's the best deck for you. If this is your bag, baby, then I'd say play, because it was a good deck. All right, let's see. Was this deck fun? For me, I liked it quite a bit. What I like is I like the deck that has a lot of good little creatures at the beginning, so that if you get the chance to attack, you can attack. And I like the fact these guys had dual purposes. You could use them to attack, and when they came into play, they pumped up your life. And usually they're pumping some other dude you had that did things to it. So, you had a good amount of like death touch in here that made it really difficult to kind of come after you. Had a little bit of some control. It was good. It was just a nice, clean deck that had lots of good stuff to do, good utility, but focus on being very aggressive. And I love that in deck. Love it. All right. And so was this deck interesting? Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of white light gain recently. So when I saw Orzhov life gain, I thought, yeah, absolutely, this is going to be interesting. Not that we haven't seen, Orzhov life gain before, but when I think back upon it, I don't think we've seen Orzhov life gain recently. I just promise I've been playing this for a long time, like 1995. And so it's coming up on whatever it's now, 30 years of playing this game. And so you kind of seen it all before. And this kind of reminds me of a nice Orzhov. But I can see that there are more or less recent things in here. Case of the Uneaten Feast, Virtue Persistent just came out in the last set, right? We've got, or I guess that was 2 ago. Wow, things go fast. Creature of the Schism, right? We got this guy. I mean, he came out of nowhere the last couple of days. This scout Delney or whatever, right? Cool dude, cool. So there's a lot of new cards in here mixed in with the strategy of Orzhov life game before. I think it's an interesting deck. I think it goes a long way. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was it fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Totes. So that makes this an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. But I highly recommend you pick one up. Should you have the means. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.